Hello Talking Totas, welcome to yet another video. We are happy to have you. We are happy that you've been viewing our previous videos. Thank you for the subscribers, returning subscribers. We are really much grateful, guys. But we still urge you guys to keep on subscribing. You know we are growing, and yeah, we are not yet there, but we'll be there with your support. So guys, today I am having my friend now. Today she's not a visitor because you've seen her before. So she will still introduce herself, and we are also having a very amazing conversation. If you're going to watch our previous conversation, I'm so sure you're going to learn a lot, because we really tackled different topics that can help you in your life. Yeah. So I'll allow her to introduce herself, even though you know her. My name is Isabel.
Hello guys, I'm happy to be here again. I'm no longer a visitor. Now you'll be seeing more of me here. Yeah, my name is June Kemunto.
Yeah, so today, my people, we are discussing about a very unique topic, and it's all about relationship. I know you guys, you love relationship, right? So June, what are we talking about today?
Purity in dating.
Yeah, so that's what we want to tackle, and you'll be able to give your perspective in our comment section. Don't fear, don't shy away, give us what you think. Let us engage, you know, tuongee sisi wote ndio ya tujue, we make the world a better place. That has been our aim. Yeah, so June,
yes,
let me ask you, this era that we are in, do you think we can achieve like a pure dating? Do you think there's a pure dating, you know, with the generation that we are having? And you'll ask me that question and I'll answer you. I don't know your answer.
Okay, first to begin with, dating is not just something that started yesterday. It's biblical. Yeah, because dating or courtship is the process that leads us to marriage.
Yes.
Yeah.
And marriage is only the author of marriage is
God. God is the author of marriage. So there's that process. So when you trace it back, it's there biblically. That process. Of course, for Adam and Eve, we are not clearly told that they dated, because we're told that Eve was just created from
Adam's rib.
Yeah. But when you look at it, during that time, how these people used to get married, you realize that mama mtu ange-identify a certain boy somewhere and is like, that boy will be good for my daughter. Yeah, and she'll send somebody, go tell them that my daughter she's come of age, she wants to get married, and then they bring the person. After seeing their character, knowing them properly, that's when they will get married. So I cannot say that I cannot bring it down to generation, because you know we've changed a lot. We are normalizing a lot of wrong things. So dating is there. Dating can be pure. Not even can be pure. Dating should
be pure.
Yes, because it's biblical. Yeah, and God is not a liar.
Yeah. So for me, I think that my generation,
yes,
let me talk about our generation and the generation that is coming, the Gen Z. They call themselves Gen Z and all that. I think as much as people have normalized wrong things, but still there are people who can have pure dating.
Yes.
And it is pure until the day they walk each other through the aisle. Right? So guys, that one should just allow you to learn that as long as you see so many people doing wrong things, it doesn't mean there are no people doing right things. There are still others who are doing right things, right? Yeah.
And also say you should not, like you see, when the Bible characters, the people who did that which was not pleasing to God's eye, but it doesn't mean now that we take it that way. You know, like the people will say that Solomon had many wives, concubines, you know, David, you know, we keep on mentioning Bible characters and giving it as an example. It doesn't mean that Bible characters were very 100% correct. There are things which they did which was not right. So we cannot hold to the example and say I want to be like so and so because you did this.
Because it is in the Bible. And also one thing is that I, as Isabel, I will choose a character of the Bible that suits my behavior, you know, to just give me the guide of doing a wrong thing. But deep down me, I know that whatever I'm doing is wrong and I should not be doing. Right? So we just need to, like, this channel is talking thoughts, but with the fear of God. So we are so big in God, by the way, and we will address things that are godly, right? Yeah. So the God's will about dating, it's supposed to be like pure. That is what God wants. But then we've now put it to be like what we think is right, as opposed to what God's writes, right? Yeah.
And we've become copycats.
Very true.
You know, when we are talking about purity, we are talking about so many things, but what comes to your mind when you talk about purity? We're talking about you being clean until you get married, you know, you not being intimate with any other person until you get married, until it's I do. So that's what you're saying. Can it happen? Is it possible?
Is it possible? Yeah.
And
with
we know that
all the social media and everything, is it
the
possible?
internet,
And the answer is yes, it is still possible, right?
Very possible.
Yeah, it is still possible. So let me just maybe think that what maybe can make me as a person maybe not to have that pure dating till marriage, you know?
There are a lot of challenges that comes with that. I think we watch too much
of things that maybe it's not right. We watch and
I realized when you watch something that is emotional, you also become emotional.
True.
So you're watching a movie and you feel like, hey, I want to validate all this time and this is what was happening. You think that is what is supposed to be done. Like some people think you should know those things before getting into marriage. You should not be green. You should go there with the experience.
Yes.
No, but let me ask you, when a child is born, do they have an experience? Have they ever suffered
of life
before?
or anything?
Have they done
they
that
do
before?
not
They
have.
not.
They don't have.
So when they grow up, when they're delivered, that's when they can start
processing everything and what
and every other thing. So it means that when you come to that point, things will just fall into place. You don't have to start practicing what you should not be practiced in dating. And practicing what is done in marriage during dating.
It is
so what will you do in marriage?
What will you do in marriage actually? You know, also again the people around us, you know, maybe for me I'm just a good person and you know I've understood, my mom has taught me, my parents have taught me, I've read the Bible about this and it is wrong. But then you who is around us, and that is why in my previous video you will see a video of identity. I talked about identity. So it's also important to know yourself, you know, whatever you've been taught growing up. Don't come and do what I've been taught, you know. Instead, tell me what you've been taught so that I do what you've been taught. Because I always ask my son, you know, he's a teenager and he's in school. So I always ask him, if you go to school and maybe start doing things that are not right, right? So because your friend has influenced you, so what are you influencing? Are you influencing them? Because you also have your own characters that you've been taught. Why are you not telling them your character? So the people, I think that even it should not even be a reason of our friends, you know. If you're a mature person and you understand yourself, I think you should just know the right thing, how you've been raised, you know, what you've been taught in church. This is not how things are done, and I wouldn't do it because other people are doing it, right? Because the world has really normalized wrong things, and really they do, in that if I say that I do things this way, which of course is the right way, people will even laugh at me, you know, and carry me like this one knows nothing. So true.
Because personally I remember when back in high school, you know, there are things we should wonder, hizi vitu zinafanywa aje. And so we had that group of people saying, me, I'm going to try out. I want to know how these things are done. I don't want to be green. Ati wanione mshamba. Mimi sitaki kuwa mshamba. Nataka tu kwenda ku practice every other thing. And you know what we were saying back then? We'll just say, but doing it is actually hard. For some people who have principles,
they will just say,
and your foundation, how have you been brought up? Is this what you should be doing? You know, there are children who are brought up with parents who don't care. Like, wanasema usipofundishwa na mamako utafundishwa na ulimwengu. So tumefundishwa na ulimwengu. There are those kind of kids who are saying, me, I'm going to try it out, and they go try it out, and then they'll come to school and say, hey, me, I tried. Oh, it is this way, it is this way.
And then you get addicted,
you know, they're influenced influencing those who have not tried, like, hey, this thing is good, you go and try.
You go and try, and it is a wrong thing.
But it's a wrong norm that people have made it to be like, it's obvious, this is what we should be doing.
Because, June, you can find just a lady, a girl, who has taken care of herself, or even a man, you know, up to Form 4. Form 4, by the way, you should be a virgin up to, by Form 4, it's not, you are still young, you should not be have done such things, you know. So, you find that this girl at 22, maybe 23, she's just starting to mess up her life, you know, just maybe starting to date people here and there, and just not dating for knowing, you know, dating and going and doing all those things with them, and you find out that this girl at 25 or 26 and 27, whereas you should be now planning to settle, that is if you want to get married. But in our channel, we are also advocating for marriage, right? Sindio, sisi wale waiti, no, we are not that. So, if by 25, 26, you need to maybe start settling and dating for seriousness. So there's nobody coming your way. Definitely nobody is coming your way, because you maybe met them and slept with them, and definitely they've opted to marry some other people and not you. You know, so people don't even take you serious. There's a pastor who said, I don't know whether you watch or you were in chat that day, but she was saying that the more you sleep, the different beds you sleep in, you lose your value, which is very true. So tell me, I've been dating. Maybe, you know, dating, it doesn't mean that if I date you, if you are a man, that we will end up in marriage. Unaona? I might date and things don't work. Maybe you're not just my person, then I go to another person, you know. So if in case I'm not having a pure dating, then I'll date you and it is not pure, then I go and date another person. Maybe I'm going to date, maybe I'll date up to maybe 7 people or 8. That's when I get settled, you know. So do you mean that all these people, they would have known me, for me to settle with my husband? If it is even that value, even that value, will it still be there? No. So our ladies, girls, young adults, you know, please keep yourself. Don't do it. Take care of yourself, and you will actually see the fruit. They will be there. Tell them. This is true.
You know, during dating, there are things that should be avoided. Like, you're meeting in a secret place. Your courtship, in fact, your dating is not even known even to your parents. You know, there's a time I was laughing. My mom was telling me, when I was dating, me, I would go introduce my boyfriend to my mom and tell my mom, this is the person I'm dating currently. And my mom would be like, let me observe him. He'll observe, she'll observe, and then she's like, you know what a mother can see while seated? Even if you climb on top of her head, you will see nothing.
You won't see, and you won't even see.
And so, for my other sisters, they were like, oh, mi nipeleke home alafu tukikosana, niaibike, I won't do that. So for them, they were like, vitu zao ni chini ya maji. But when you come to look at it, those people were putting it under the water. Now,
it went south.
They are crying on top of it.
It went south and the other way around. Yes.
Because so it is good, because I used to tell them, Mom, this is the person I'm dating. If it doesn't work, I tell Mom, this one is not working, and Mom telling me I'm dropping it
and picking another one.
So you see, if you date this person, sleep with them, go to the next person,
you know. And also, like, the foundation of dating, of course you should date at the right age. That is also important, because by the time you are dating, when, like, I'm 18 or I'm 19, I've just joined university, right? My first year, and I'm starting to date. So I'm going to date this guy for how many years? 4 years. You know, maybe this guy is not the people who would maybe advocate for purity and everything. In one way or the other, they're going to convince you to do the wrong thing. So even as you date, make sure that it is the right age, you know. With the right age, you can make mature decision. You can stand up for yourself. You can, you know, if that guy is telling you wrong thing, you can tell him that this is not what I'm signing for. I'm not doing this. So if you date for the right age, it is going also to help you. And also, you need to, like, what is what are you dating for? Are you dating for fun? Are you dating because people are dating? Are you dating because you know what is your reason for dating? Yeah, because if actually I'm dating for marriage, then I don't see the need of maybe having a relationship that is not yeah, and also
that maturing you're talking about. You see, like for men at 25 now they're maturing, but now even if they're maturing and they're still in school, it's very difficult to make a decision because life comes with a lot of challenges. In school it's different. Now outside there again it's different. Like when you're in school back in campus, you're being supported with your parents, you're not independent. Now when it comes outside there, now you're independent, things change. You see things from a different perspective. Even at that point you say like, I want to secure a job so that when I get that girl, she will not suffer, you know. But when you're back in campus, you're like, it's like just emotions and lust,
you know, and peer pressure, and like you are being driven by some, like it's like you are even forgetting self-control, which everybody has been given by God, by the way. And that's why I'm saying it is very possible to have a dating that is pure until your day of marriage. Yeah, because we do have self-control. We've been given that freely from God. Yeah, so like if you date and you know you have your vision, you want to marry this person, you know, there's no way you'll even harass this guy or this girl to maybe do something that is not, that may be right but at the wrong time, you know, because you know what you want. But you know, we just meet people and start dating and we don't have a vision and all that. We don't even pray about it, we don't even fast about it, and then we get messed up in our marriages. No wonder people nowadays are having broken marriages, broken relationships, because we are doing things that are not right. And by then it's not going to get better. If we don't change our perspective, it will not get better.
And some people are also dating maybe because of finances.
For all the wrong reason. You are dating for wrong reason.
Finances, you want to be like your friends when they are talking so that you'll be on the same page.
You want to be dropped. You know, you want somebody to buy for you a car and all that. Set standards that will take you nowhere. You know, I read the book of this book that Solomon wrote after everything went down for him. Like, is it Chronicles? Yeah, and Solomon says that everything is vanity, you know. And that was the most brilliant man that ever existed on the face of the earth. He was the most richest. He had so many women. You know, if it is fun, Solomon enjoyed everything. But at the end of the day, he says that everything is vanity. This is somebody who has tasted that everything. And then it's like we still want to taste it, you know, and we've been told, guys. So there's no fun even in those. It's good to have maybe a good life, but it's not like you have to do something wrong for you to attain it, you know. You just need to also have your character. You are like, put yourself in place and just do the correct thing. Yeah.
Another thing to top up on that, we are talking about purity. We say you avoid intimacy until you get married. For some people are always like, how can I do that? How is that possible? Because for some ladies they'll say hormones, that feeling, how do you suppress it?
Because of self-control. You have it.
You have self-control.
You have self-control. It's only that you don't want to use it, but it is there. Yeah. Because even in marriage, if you get married without self-control, how can you even be married to one person? No. You can't. No. You know, we have self-control. It is very much possible. Yeah.
So there are things we can avoid.
Yeah, we can avoid. And also dating at the wrong time. I feel like dating at the wrong time may bring such issues. And also dating without a vision. Okay, right? Yeah, and also maybe just doing things because people are doing. Because you are not self-aware, you don't understand yourself. That's why you just do everything that other person is doing. So those are the reasons that can maybe make us not to have a pure dating. And if also we are not God-centered, by the way, because if we are not God-centered, we are not going to achieve it. We cannot achieve it if we are not God-centered. If you are a prayerful person, you will overcome. People have overcome. People have dated pure dating until the day of marriage, and we know them. Some of them we know them. Yeah, but there are others who have dated and also maybe not successful till that day. And also we know them. So it is possible. It's you to choose, you know. One thing with God, He always give us this is what I want. So it is, and you know very well that this is what the devil wants. So he gives you the right to choose. He doesn't force you to do what you want. But then repercussions is back to you, because it will definitely come back to you, not to God. Yeah.
You go stay at a guy's place until late. It starts raining and you're like, how am I going home?
And remember, June, it's so funny because this guy, for me, my marriage story is quite not a nice one, but one day we'll talk about it. But I would be like, if I was my younger self, I would be like, somebody wants to date me, should take me serious, and should ask me to take them to my parents, so that in case anything happens, you know, that is one of the seriousness you see while you are dating. Because if you are dating somebody and they haven't even visited your parents, you've not visited their family, you know, it's like you're just playing
like
kind of, yeah. And at the end of the day, this person might just play with you and not marry you, because there's no commitment they've taken. You know, by the time my son brings a girl to me, like if I see another girl, I can ask what happened, where's the other girl, you know. You can put him to be maybe answerable to some questions. But if that doesn't happen, like I might know that my son is single and he is not, or my daughter. So it is also important to just always do things the right way. Take them to your family, introduce them, take time to know them. Don't rush. Yeah.
Take your time. But again, sleepovers, avoid them. Yeah, you go stay, the way I started, I said you stay late at a guy's place. It's raining now, you want to go home. You're like, ain't possible. The guy say you sleep on the bed, I'll sleep on the couch. In the morning you find yourself.
Yeah, you find yourself
what
the same
really
place.
happened?
Because I wonder, like, why would I marry if I am a man? Why would I marry this woman if I can have her every other time? Where's the rush? I will not be in a hurry.
Anytime you call her, she's always available.
So what are we marrying for?
I think dating at the right time is very important.
It's very important.
You start dating in high school and you're like, oh,
in high school, when are you going to get married? Yeah, you are just 18, maybe 17, and you are dating. You're going to get married maybe after 5-6 years. So tell me, in between, what are you going to do with that guy?
Again, there's danger also in dating for a long time.
Even
if you come of age, maybe it's now your time for dating. But you're dating for a longer period of time. This is a person was telling us, like, if it goes more than 5 or 4 years or 3 years, that is now marriage.
It's marriage.
Because whatever you'll be doing there is typically things that are done in marriage. So there's also danger in that. So make sure that if you've attained the age of dating, date for that period. It's even at least a year plus,
maybe 2 years maximum get married. But if you have clear vision of what you want, definitely will not take 3 years to date. If you know what you want, I know that I want to get married, so that is why I'm dating. Why would I waste 3 years into dating, into knowing somebody? So do know the partners we are staying with, we cannot say that we've known them now. Like you cannot know a person that much. You can only know him partly, but not at a deep unamjua. So I can't take 3 years if definitely I want to. I have my purpose and I know that I'm dating for marriage. I cannot date for 3 years. That one is like, I don't know what I'm doing, right? Yeah. So on sleepovers, do know I hate sleepovers. I don't like them.
Why?
I don't want them. And when my children grows of age, I will sit them down and tell them that I don't want a sleepover. Yeah, it is not right, June. It is not right. Why would you go and sleep over a person's house and that guy has not even married you? Unajua? If you go, what are you going to do? It's like I'm taking myself.
Yeah,
I'm taking. And we've seen the results of sleepovers. Definitely that guy will not marry you, by the way. A bigger percentage. They will not marry you because they've known you over and over. Every weekend you are there. Every time you are free, you are there. You know, you go and start washing. You go and start ironing and doing for what reason?
All those things.
Are you a wife? You don't even know if you're going to be a wife. You are doing wifely duties
And that's
to
why-
somebody who doesn't even know your mother.
And that's why ladies complain after they break up.
Yes.
Oh, I used to take for him chapati from
Eti.
Roysambu to...
I taught him my mother tongue. Why did you ask him?
I even took him to my mother's chama.
Yeah.
Even Shonat Kitenge.
The
but
same
nothing
same.
happened.
You know,
yeah.
because you're not focused, you really do not even know what you want. Because I know, like, some people that maybe right now they don't even know if they are going to they don't even know if they are in the right relationship or not, because of this thing called sleepover. Because you go at a guy's place, you offer him wifely duty, everything, from that thing that is you become like, which kind of a wife do they want us to be?
They want us to be wife materials.
Wife materials, and the Bible says that submissive, you know.
Submissive, yeah, should be.
So you become submissive and you are not a wife yet. So even if I'm a man and my girlfriend is this submissive, and I'm not going to marry, because marriage comes with also expenses. So utaona, instead of having this girl in my house feeding him and doing everything, let him be coming and be washing, and we just have a relationship, you know.
Yeah. And you find yourself in a situation.
Yeah. Because they won't be in a hurry to get married, by the way. They will not. You know, by the time I'm pure and I'm so strict and I know my boundaries, even with dating, this guy would really want to have me around. Unajua? So atarikisha that process of marriage, and you'll get yourself, maybe you'll get married maybe faster than if maybe I was going for a sleepover. You know. Yeah.
Your
so
value, that
for
comes
me,
back to value.
sleepover guys, no, not for my babies. And I know they will see this video later, but then they should listen and see. No sleepover, I don't want. Your mommy doesn't want. Yeah.
I think another way of making sure that you have pure dating, while your kids are growing, you have to tell them the reality of life.
Yes, let's teach our girls and our boys, not
if you
only
do this,
girls.
you'll get pregnant. If you do this, your marriage will not be good. Because at the end of it all, you're dating, you've been sleeping around, like all these men are
different surely. Body
men.
count, I hear them say it's body count nowadays.
And even suppose say they cannot even tell their body count. That means that
So
even
sad,
if you're married there's that comparison, there's that it
kills your like activeness in that intimacy.
Yeah, because you keep on referring
to your ex. And the ex problem starts. Ex problem starts because your ex you cannot overcome. You know, you cannot forget. You know. Yeah.
And that's why we should. Having an ex is okay, but now having an ex that you've been sleeping with is something different.
Because don't take it this way. I've been dating this guy, but it has been a pure dating, you know, pure, nothing else. Then on the way we realized that we are not compatible according to us, maybe according to God as well, and so we have to part ways. And remember, we've not known each other that deeply in terms of intimacy and everything. Then we break up. June, do you think this guy will ever look for me, or will I ever look for this guy? Do you think it is possible? I will not, because the character wasn't befitting mine. You are not compatible. That's it.
But now you find that most ladies go back to beg because of that.
That
part of them.
That's, you know.
Part of them is missing. That's so they keep.
Because by the time you get intimate with somebody, guys, you connect deeply. It's a spiritual thing.
Very spiritual.
I may not be able to elaborate more, but according to maybe the things I've listened to and what I've watched and also read about, it's a spiritual connection. So that is why by the time you are getting maybe to separate from this thing, it's become it doesn't become easy, because you had a deeper connection compared to a person that I've just known, maybe just like we've just been talking, coming through for each other, you know. We don't have that deep connection. So that is why I'm definitely against this, you know, sleepover and everything.
So you not have bitter excess.
Because I cannot go for a sleepover this weekend and then I go for next weekend and the other weekend, and then you want to tell me that I've come there, we are pure dating, we are having a pure dating. It is not possible.
It is not possible.
You can just
you can have the best marriage if you practice pure dating.
You can.
You'll have perfect marriage.
First, you can. You can. first of all, you would have not known a different way.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know, like let me say my man, he has just known me. He hasn't known any other person. So he just knows that this is the way it is.
An imagination of somebody
atajua
else.
hii kitu, this is how it is. Unaona? But if we are people who've been walking here and there, tutaona this is no.
And that's why God said, one man, one wife.
What?
He was very correct. He knew what he was doing.
And very specific.
Yeah.
With a reason. Yeah, he knew.
Because he knew if you keep on jumping from one person to the other,
you will get confused.
When you get to marriage, you'll be confused. And when you get to marriage, you will not enjoy marriage. Because you've been from some other places which cannot even...
Yeah, so like pure dating is to our advantage. It's not for God's advantage, you know. For like good thing about God, he gives us things that is just to our advantage, not even him, you know. Because if you have pure dating, then of course you cannot have a child out of wedlock.
Yeah. And
so
you will not be having all these
baby mama dramas, baby daddy dramas. And like this video, even our producer, I see him, he's really listening. He's listening, and he should be taking some notes home as well. If in case he's been doing the wrong thing, he should maybe change from this. Yeah. So with pure dating, we won't have baby mama dramas, baby daddy dramas,
soul ties.
Yeah, soul ties and all those things. We will not also maybe have. Okay, singlehood is like a relative, because some people are single because of divorce or situations that are different, and I know it is a sensitive topic, but that we wouldn't want to talk about it without a lot of research. But then there are people who are single because of the sleepovers. We cannot lie, it is true. There are people who are single because of sleepovers and having babies out of wedlock because of dating without a purpose, you know. So it is really important to do have a purpose while you are dating.
Have a sense of direction. You cannot just wake up one day, you say, this man looks cute, I want to date him, because also other people want him. Hey, you know that thing is there. Like, you see a guy, a handsome guy, and ladies are like, hey, that one, hey, I'll make sure I have that guy, you know. So for you too, you want to make sure that you also have the same person. You end up getting the wrong person because you just want to prove a point. Or because you just saw this guy is just handsome, he's humble. Hey, you know, even in church, there are men who can come there. Single men. They'll come there. They will want you to notice them. You know, with our church, but then our church, we really dress, you know. In terms of dressing on Sabbath, our men and women, we are all sharp. So, like, I can be sharp just to attract somebody, you know. Not and
sharp.
Even praying, you come there, you're praying, you just enter church, you knelt down, you're praying, you look serious. When singing, you just sing. You have to attract the attention of this little guy. But it is not for the right reasons. So make sure that when you want to date for the right reasons, at the right time, and first of all, hey, make God your friend.
Please,
God above every other thing.
Above every other
Pray
thing.
first about it.
And for parents, hey, parents, we will have a bigger topic. We'll be talking, I think we'll have even one more person. You can have that conversation with 3 people because it is a wide conversation. But what's something that we can do, at least we can be talking to our children, you know. If you have a young adult in your house, sorry, maybe your daughter or your son, sit them down. Tell them these things. Tell them the benefit of pure dating, you know. Let them know, because some people, they do wrong things because they don't know. June, it is true that some parents don't talk to their children.
It
is true. And for me, if I don't tell my son or my daughter that this is wrong, so where do I think he will learn from? Of course, from the wrong things, you know, from the wrong advices. On
Sabbath, first I was saying, like, it will be joyous, and it will even catch some people by surprise to see that some families in heaven, because you know, families is where the devil attacks so much.
That is, church starts from family.
It starts from family. He attacks us so much. So you'll find that most people who are in marriage, they are not with their right partners. Most.
True.
Because
So,
of
but
things
then
like
that's,
you saw
that's another conversation
tall, dark
altogether.
and handsome, and you said nalo kenda nalo, then unafika kwa marriage you realize that this person that I'm married to is the wrong person. Where did you make the mistake? Mistake comes now.
Yeah.
During dating, there are things you overlooked. Red flags you overlooked.
Yeah. Over black, dark, and some.
You're like,
and
I'll
driving.
pay for him. He will change.
Yeah.
You get the rich person, and then love now comes in.
Money brings love, but it is not true.
It is
the
not.
People who have money, they've attested. They've said it is not true.
It's not,
those are the wrong things that we are normalizing.
Now you find yourself in the marriage. You're like, now I'm here to stay. You know, marriage is for better,
for worse.
Till death do us part. That is what the Bible says. Those are not our words.
Yeah.
So if you're there for better, for worse, and you go to the wrong person, you know, it's like ribs. Ribs zinafaa kuinterlock. Yeah. But now they are pricking you because they are not interlocking, because this is not your person. You took somebody's wife. you took somebody's wife.
Guys.
It's a mistake that was done. Yeah. But now you pray to God to help you, to give you grace to walk
overcome
you through that.
and walk you through the
journey. Because it is not easy. But now if you found yourself there, it's not a matter of now I'm going to leave this person, I'm going to divorce. Such thoughts come. But now what you're supposed to do is just pray to God. Mwambie tu Mungu, guy,
nilifanya hii makosa,
but
your grace is very sufficient.
Just help me. I don't want just to be like navumilia. Utavumilia for how long?
And marriage,
imagine you're in your marriage in the 3rd year and you're like navumilia.
And forever is
for 70 years.
Forever is such a long time. Forever.
Yeah.
The other day my niece who got married. I had to sit her down and talk to her and tell her how forever is such a long time. At some point, her heart was skipping. Nikamwambia siti nataka kukuogopesha. I just want to tell you the truth. So guys, forever is such a long time. You cannot vumulia forever. It's not possible.
So if you found yourself there in such a situation, just pray to God, ask God to guide you, and don't give up. Just keep on praying, you know. Yeah, prayer is the key to everything.
Yeah. And to our people who are not yet, and maybe you've been dating the wrong way, if you get to watch this video, I think you can try and do the right thing. Yeah, you can still, one thing about God is always there to receive us. You know, I always want to just one day meet this God who sees you mess up and really sat somewhere down waiting for you to really embrace you, you know. So all is not lost, but for them who are not yet to maybe start dating and all that, try and do things the right way. There's always there's a price in doing right things. People overlook them and see that maybe we are backward people, you know. Christianity is all about backwardness and everything. But for people who trust God, you know very well that there's a price. And a price that cannot even be matched.
And there's a second chance. In case you messed up, there's a second chance. Just go back to God. He's the one who will help you get back on your feet. Again, if you're not yet there, if you are trying to date, and you're not practicing pure dating, just stop it and ask God to give you grace and to guide you, because you're going to mess up. And when you mess up in your dating, you're going to mess up in your marriage, and you're going to have messed up kids, messed up generation.
But one thing we also need to take note of is that which kind of kids are we going to release to our society, you know, because your kids will affect my kid. So that is why it all starts with us, you know. From dates well, get like well-trained kids. Let's have a very organized generation, a very organized society, right? So guys, we are almost concluding, but June, I think I'll take your thoughts on the whole topic that we've been having. Like now, what are your thoughts?
My thought on pure dating, it's possible. The Bible says with God, everything is possible. Practice pure dating, Ask God to guide you. You yourself, you cannot do it, You need God to guide you, to hold your hand and to give you a sense of direction, so that you can have a happy family. Imagine just having a happy home, happy children, happy father.
Heaven enough.
Everybody is happy because you made the right decisions and you made the right choices. So also listen to your parents when they tell you something. There are people are told, this person you're dating, this is not the right person, but you're like, but I love him, but I love her, what am I supposed to do? And then you say, love is blind. No, you are the one who is blind.
Not the love.
Yeah, love cannot
and
be
marriage
blind.
entails lots of things.
Yeah,
love is just
God
a
is
minor
love.
thing.
God is love. Is the one who opens our eyes and gives us direction and instruction. So if you don't open your eyes and you do not listen to that inner voice that is telling you, no, this is a red flag, no, this is not the right person, and you don't listen, and you decide to go there blindly, hey, forever you live blindly. So just ask God to guide you and to help you in making the right decision and to show you that person. Some run into marriage without asking God to direct them. Then when you're there, you're like, no, this is not what I signed up for. This is not what I expected. God, what am I supposed to do? Now you are calling God when things are hot. But now you're supposed to call God immediately you want to start dating. God, I want to date. Is this the right person? And listen. When he says no, it is no. Just leave and go. But if you decide to go with the wrong choices, you will go back a mwisho, and then you will start crying, you will start having marital problems.
And all that.
Yeah, and then you'll have, everything will be messed up. Call God, sit him down and talk to him and tell God, this is what I want to do. What do you think about this? He will direct you. That voice will speak to you and tell you, no, my daughter or my son, this is the right path, walk on it. But if you choose not to listen, you will suffer the consequences. And the consequences are bad. Imagine making a wrong decision in dating and then you have to live with that man for the rest of your life.
Forever.
Imagine, even I heard that there are some ladies who say, hey, we atakufa lini. They're just waiting for you to die so that they can enjoy life. And there are even ladies, you can, when you observe them, when their husbands are dead, they seem even more happy, they glow, they're just okay.
True.
Then you're like, oh, so this was the problem. And if you talk to them
one-on-one,
they'll tell you, this man was not the right.
Thank you, June, for your thought. And my thought, guys, is that as much as you're going for sleepovers and you're sleeping around with different men, just know there's a girl of your age who is really taking good care of herself. It's not like everybody is doing the wrong thing. For you, if you are normalizing the wrong thing, just know that it is just you and you are on your own. And remember, there's nothing good that comes with it. So it's better to always just do the right thing. For the young adults who will be watching, that will be my thought. And I will also refer you to maybe just read more about Solomon and read even how he died and the end of Solomon. If you read that book and even the other book that he wrote, that is Chronicles, you'll realize that like everything is vanished. So don't be lured by the things of the world. Have Christ, involve God, ask of God, ask what is God saying about this, and you're going to have maybe just a good start off, and even your marriage is going to be a good marriage. We all just want to wish you all the best, and of course, just as June said, if maybe you messed in one way or the other, it's not all lost. Sufficient grace is sufficient, right? And it is there for everyone. Just try and do good things the right way. So that has been our topic this evening, and that has been our thought. So guys, I want to ask you to keep on watching, subscribing. I'm actually now winding up. Today my hair looks a bit shaggy, but we are getting into weekend, so it's gonna look better the next video, don't worry. Thank you for supporting us. We love you so much. We are hoping to have different guests. We'll be having so much engagement topics, and I told you that in my first video. So stay put, and thank you. May God bless you.